Hey guys, what's going on? This is Namkraft. Welcome to this is Starcraft. This skirmishes. This is going to be with ASL S20 round of 16. This is going to be Group Defiler group. Final sets, Larva versus Light, and a ticket to final seat in the Council, Security Council meeting of the United Nations in New York City will be granted to who? Will it be the leader of the Israeli faction, aka Light? Will it be the leader of the Resistant from the Gaza Strip, Larva? That girl is a Larva fan, and that girl is underage. I like her. I like her dress. She's got I like those legs. Very beautiful. And this SCV is not so attractive. Coming out here from Light, the map order is as follows. We have Dominator. This is gonna be a forward barracks from Light. After Dominator, we'll have a change. We do have a change. I think after this, it's gonna be Litmus. If I'm not mistaken, Litmus is the next map. Okay, it's gonna be a barracks in the center of the map. A little bit of a rush here. I actually like this because I want the games to be short. So I can go to my restaurant reservation. Yes, I eat in a restaurant every day, guys. Thanks to your amazing donations. I have enough money to eat at, actually, I wouldn't call it a restaurant. I made a reservation at the food kiosk, one of those, like, you know, street side. I mean, you still need to make a reservation because there are basically like 3 tables and 6 chairs. An old grandmother who sell noodles. So you need to reserve. And the way to reserve is to walk over there and say, you know, I will arrive around this time. And, you know, she would be like, huh? What are you saying? What? We don't have beef? You know, very fun stuff. But what are we seeing here? Looks like it is going to be a nice, easy victory. Maybe, I'm not so sure for Light. Because Larva has gone for 12 hatchery. But recently, it's been increasingly difficult for Terran to close a deal. And this drone should be suspicious of this SV scouting angle, right? Anyways, 50 out of 60 HP, 40 soon. And looks like some drones are coming out because he sends... What is this? He knows... Okay, what is he? Did he make a spawning pool? Hold on, looks like the current commentator was showing to us that he's going to be going for another hatchery. Without scouting. Oh my god, Larva, you silly boy. And it's gonna be a hidden hatchery because he thinks that an expansion behind this, but there isn't any expansion. That's it. Game is gonna be GG soon. Drones are coming out the line. And Light has been very careful to conceal his build. Now he will see. Okay, what is this? Is this a planned build from Larva or not? He's planned to just attack with drones and try to do some attacks here, and he does get some shots off. So I guess there is going to be a vulture follow-up, but this marine gets sniped. The game is not over. How? Usually when you go for 3 hatchery before pool, you should be dead. But now the game is still on. Okay, there's a spawning pool. So I thought maybe the spawning pool is possibly before the 3rd hatchery. I don't know. Was it before the 3rd hatchery? Anyways, there's the Overlord. He actually doesn't need to move back because there's no marine in the main, but he doesn't know that. Well, maybe now he needs to suspect it, I think. Anyways, this marine will fall. Where's the vulture? The vulture should be coming up very soon. I think Larva's build is one sunken mass Zerling go. That's basically what it is. He's checking the main. What is it? Another hatchery? No. He doesn't have the money for it. He's just checking. And there's a starport. He needs to return that drone to mining ASAP. And he is checking. What is he trying to build? He doesn't have the money. He's wasting so much money just hanging out there. And indeed, oh my god, he's still hanging out there with a drone. That drone has been there for the longest. What is this build? I cannot possibly fathom what is on Larva's brains right now. Looks like this vulture is gonna try to go through. And looks like the Zerlings, okay, there's gonna be some Zerlings. Maybe he's thinking there's a drop. Yeah, okay, maybe he thinks there's a floated factory. Maybe that is the plan to stop the floated factory from going in. It's gonna be efficient chamber. No, Hydrodent. Okay, Hydrodent not bad. Excuse me, Hydrodent is the better build here. And Light is not suspecting that there could be hidden hatcheries. I mean, he's not checking with his vulture. I guess his primary target is not to stop any kind of Zerlings from going out. But there's gonna be Zerlings from the other side. There is a second vulture. He's looking around for the various bases. I think Larva needs to be going for Zerling speed. Okay, he's going to be going for drones. Interesting. So I guess I did not read this correctly, guys. maybe first of all, Larva knew about that some shenanigans was coming out, or maybe he doesn't know, but he was confident that even if there was a forward barracks, he would be able to stop it. This is the only explanation why he would go for blind hatchery like that, and he's completely prepared for that scenario of a forward barracks. But now there is, and this is the reason why he goes for the hatchery, knowing that it's not something that Terran would expect from a Zerg player, even if the Zerg player was able to scout the forward barracks. Anyways, this raid is going to be to apply the pressure here, but Hydrus from Larva will push it away. Shoo, go away. And now he has seen the lair. There's going to be the vultures moving towards the No, he turns around. He doesn't see this. And actually, in this kind of position, it's kind of very hard for the Terran player to guess, because he could not see the full extent to which the damage was done to the enemy. I mean, maybe at this high pro gamer level you can actually know, because normally in a normal situation you can go inside the enemy's base and you can see, okay, at this time, at this specific minute and second, I can know that, you know, you need to have 5 or 6 drones. But anyways, now 5 vulture with speed is looking dangerous. It's going to be a vulture drop. Of course, this is the right idea, because Dominator, you have a lot of potential for drops, but looks like Larva is prepared. The drop comes through diagonally, and that's going to be surrounded. You need to pull the weak vultures back. I need to go for the Hydrus attack here. He would try to go on the high ground. He's going to lay some mines to slow them down. One of the vultures is very damaged. It might fall. The weak vulture gets saved. And there's going to be 1 drone, 2 drones. So many drones getting executed from the outside here. That's a lot of damage. Nicely done by Light. I think he got about 5 drones sort of, and even leaves with 2 vultures intact. But Larva with his 3 bases is looking strong. The raids are looking for the bases, but not able to see. I don't think he's able to see. I think he checked everything except for this hatchery. Did he see? And I am gonna have to apologize, guys, because I think I missed a lot in today's cast. You know, missing some players' names and misreading the situation. So yeah, I sincerely apologize. Oh my God, there's the Overlord. And there's going to be a switch to Spire, so this is completely unexpected. And Larva behind his wall himself. He's gonna have to wall himself in. For now, he's not so worried about the attack from the ground. Looks like Larva is expanding, but Larva need to be careful to conceal his drone. He's slowly, yeah, he's concealed his drone. There's gonna be a vulture trying to get on the high ground here. Do we have the drone putting down? The hatchery is down. At least this vulture can confirm that a fast hatchery is coming down. So I think Light did not see that additional hatchery. This raid is checking in. Now you will see. Now you will see that there's a hidden hatchery here. And is there any units around? Looks like Hydras are coming through. There's a single mine that get destroyed. The science vessel could not help at all. They go right through everything. There's going to be a mine drag onto the SCV. No, not even that. And now there's going to be the Marines attacking from high on high ground. It looks like the SCV pool is being correct here. There's going to be Marines coming from the southern side. The Hydras are very damaged, so they will fall very quickly. Get inside the bunker once again to snipe the Hydras. Nice defense. This is completely expected from a player of the caliber of Light. 1 drone snipe there. By the way, I think the raid might have died. And another nice attack as well, but Light is going to have to come out here with some speed vultures. There are enough Hydras to attack, but it wouldn't hurt for Larva to actually go and actually make you know, a sunken. But now Spire is done. So do we see a tech switch? Do we see a tech switch? Because I don't see turrets. I don't see oh, 2 drones getting sniped here. Light is showing to us he is a very resilient player, and despite all odds, he's going to be able to come back very, very strong here. But Larva with his 4 bases should be the one who is to be a little bit stronger. There's going to be the vulture run in, and 1 drone down. Slow response from Larva. At least he will get most of these vultures except for 1. He will escape, and there is going to be the first mutualist. This brand new base is going to get covered. And this vulture plate from Light has been really, really effective so far. I guess this, by the way, I've mentioned that Light is primarily a bio player, but this is not technically a non-bio build. This is a forward barracks into factory build. I mean, the only way to play with a forward barracks is to follow up with a factory. You cannot follow up with a normal bio build. So, you know, players specifically prepare for this. Anyways, it's going to be a nice attack. He gets 1 vessel. He got 2 science vessels in exchange for, I think, 4 mutas and, of course, I think a pair of Scourge. Anyways, Light's 62 supply, Larva 55, and finally Hive is up. So I believe that Larva is not in a bad position at all. You know, normally he's got 3 bases, but now he's got 4. And Light is going bio. So definitely Larva is ahead. And Light can only win by having a little bit of an investment into the mech tree of technologies. But he doesn't have it. He's building only tanks and marines, and of course splash damage is still okay. But anyways, his dropship is about to get destroyed, but it's gonna get repaired, so that's fine. And Lurker's on the field. Light is in some serious trouble. This first game might be won by Larva. Let me just quickly show you the map stats for TVZ. So after this, I think we have Litmus. I think Litmus is the next map. So, ooh, double Lurkers died. That is gonna completely nullify the advantage that Larva had. Anyways, now is the only chance for Light to do any kind of damage because Defilers are not yet out. He's attacking against this 10 o'clock position. Of course, no spotting units at all for Larva along the way. He's gonna respawn very slowly. Now he will know. The Zerg, we need to see these forces moving across the map. There they are. These 6 Lurkers are very far from the front of the battles. And Zerlings are gonna review the spot. There's gonna be double Lurker, but it's not enough here. The Overlord will be buying some time. There's a nice science crystal activity on that first pair of Overlord. And high ground advantage is gonna be going to Terran here. The Lurkers are deploying themselves nicely to push the Marines back. So Larva has held without Defiler support. Only by the sheer number of Lurkers is gone. Where's the Defiler mount? I think it should be inside of Larva's main base. If it's not yet started, it will start soon. There is the Defiler mount. 77 supply for Larva, Light 88, and Larva is on 4 gases. And he has not even started with the 12 o'clock position. He's only taking the off bases. You know, eventually he's gonna take the bases at the 12 o'clock position. That's gonna be a nightmare for Light to deal with. Light has realized this risk of this Defiler play, so it's gonna start to switch slightly more into mech. Thankfully, he's already got speed and Vulture Mind upgraded before, so this is not something he need to upgrade. You need to just keep on upgrading. He need to go for tank siege mode, and he's gonna be fine. On this map, Dominator, you can shell the main slightly from outside, but with these, you see there's no units here, and it looks like this dropship doesn't get anything done. 5 Marines are unloaded. They can spy snipe maybe a few drones. Maybe, okay, he's gonna try to go back here, and actually 0 drones are destroyed. Very, very good pull from Larva. Zerlings coming through, and the angle is not good for the Zerlings, but they will eventually clear this mess up with a bit of a costly trade. 3 tanks on the high ground and nice irradiate. Look at how many Lurkers Larva's got. Larva can just press across the high ground if he wants to, but he's not gonna do that. Oh my god, this is a moment of weakness in the Lurkers out of position. If those Marines move in, the Lurker will come out and clear out the rest of the tank. There's gonna be a major engagement here. That's a lot of Lurkers. It's impossible for these Marines to hold. But now they're on high ground. The Lurkers have forced to come down, and this hatchery has fallen. But I think, wait a minute, this is still fine for Larva, but he loses Spire. Losing the Spire might be something though. The Lurker's gonna have to deploy themselves here, and he will try to get as many Marines as possible. I think everyone will fall, but losing the Spire and that 4th gas will hurt. But at least Larva is on Defiler tech already. There it is. Oh, he's gonna remake his Spire. That was a little bit unnecessary shooting himself in the foot, man. He's got enough. If he had not defended from this right side, he had come from the left side, it would be fine. He would just cede this high ground to the Terran player and let them come a little bit forward and defend from inside. It would have been a lot better, but now his Defiler attack, even his Defiler mount was, you know, done a long time ago. It's in some serious trouble. Then Defiler getting sniped, getting targeted upon, and there's gonna be some Plague, maybe some Dark Storm, I'm not so sure. It is gonna be Dark Storm. Defiler is pressing forward. Maybe a Plague is great here. He's not doing anything at all. He's just doing absolutely nothing with his Defiler. Maybe Consume is not yet done. But it's not possible. I think Consume has got to be done. Anyways, more forces coming out, and Larva is still not in a bad spot at all, but he needs to start to kill some units. Because Light, despite playing Bio, is allowed to just have so much. And there's a Defiler. The first Dark Swarm very late, but, you know, late is better than not done, right? What is that saying? Better late than never. That's right. I'm gonna be the goddamn what is the name of that Chinese philosopher? Kung Fu? Confucius. Whatever is his name. Confucius is his name, right? I will be him for you today. I will give you all of the wisdoms and all of the wise sayings. Larva, 84 supply, Light 110. This game has taken a very strange course of direction, but it's also very, very refreshing for us to watch. And I still put my bet onto Larva because Light has not yet expanded. And of course the game is going to be fair and square now. Defiler need to cast something. We don't see Irradiate. What happened to Irradiate? Now is the first Irradiate of the game. No, not really the first. The first was on the Mutualist. before in the Scourges. Anyways, these tanks will get pushed back in. And the problem with playing Bio is this. Your army is so bad. And there's the third base. Okay, there is a third base for light, so I've missed that. I'm sorry. Today I'm really off my usual self. I'm not really focusing. Actually have been doing a lot of multitasking recently. Doing my janitor job at the convenience store. And I'll be traveling just well. Tomorrow I will fly. I believe I can fly. But thankfully I will be back by Sunday, just in time for the quarterfinals. So I will be seeing you nice +2 carapace and some tanks will fall 2 tanks, I believe. Hydras will get some splash damage upon them, so they will need to back down. And Larva should be, I mean, keep in mind that he has not built Ultra's Cavern. You can see that Larva's mechanics is not really top-notch this game. Okay, nice trade there. 1 Science Vessel trading for 1 Defiler, which is better. I will pull up my encyclopedia and I will tell you right now which is the better unit to trade. So, you know, not considering, you know, sunk costs and opportunity costs and all of that stuff. So first of all, the Science Vessels, it costs 100 minerals and 225 gas. The Defiler costs only 550 minerals and 150 gas. Okay. It costs a lot of gas, but not so much minerals. But the Science Vessels cost a lot of minerals and also a lot of gas. I guess it's not good to trade 1 Science Vessel for Defiler, right? Am I right or am I right? Leave a comment if I'm wrong. Let me know in the comment that sometimes it's better to trade the Science Vessels compared to Defiler. Some nice attack on the map. Looks like another Defiler is gonna get sniped here. And I guess Dark Swarm was cast already, so that's fine. Yeah. I guess one thing is that the Science Vessels is very beefy, can get repaired, whereas the Defiler can get sniped easily. That's right. So, I think the Science Vessels has a lot of reusability value, whereas, you know, for the Defiler it's a little bit less. Anyways, Larva's coming on this right flank. Of course, he want to target this brand new base that is just coming up. Let's see if we have any luck. Looks like cracklings are coming towards that base. And there's going to be reinforcement. The Zerg are trying to target the command center. Looks like Light is allowed to gain so much ground. He should not be allowed to gain this much ground with just bio and tanks. But he's doing it. And Larva once again is squeezed into a corner. But Larva will come out now with some nice attack. And it's going to be Defiler, not Snipe, a Plague. Interesting choice of tech there. Would have just very much preferred a standard Dark Swarm. And the Zerglings moving across the map. And what is this indecision, this hesitation, this procrastination from Larva? They're going forward and pulling back. In Vietnam, we have a saying, don't... what is the word when you are not really putting it in, but you're just kind of skirting on the outside? There's a word for it in my country. It's like don't flip. If I have to make up a word, it's like flip. You know, don't flip, just do it. If you don't do it, don't even, you know, put it in, basically. Anyway, so you need to be decisive, and I guess Larva was not decisive at all in this game. He's not manly enough. Light 152 supply, Larva 31. The game is still going on, and Ultras have finally made their appearance on stage. Now Larva is gonna be on a different level. Hatchery is gonna get planted down. So how many hatcheries, how many bases does Larva have now? Okay, it's gonna double expand possibly. The Ultras got, what is this, 4 carapace. This is +2 carapace, 1. Alright, and Terran's got 2. Some Scourges looking for some openings here, and Larva is gonna start to abuse the feature of this map, Dominator. This kind of swoosh motion, you can kind of run around into different angles, and he's gonna attack against this open base on the low ground. Not a bad idea. He actually doesn't need Defiler possibly, because he will be on high ground. And 3 Ultras, but where is the support? The support is coming from the back. They need to hurry up the Zerglings. There they are. Zerglings have arrived, and low ground disadvantage for Light, but he's got tanks. So this base get help, but very lucky for Larva to save all of his 3 Ultras for the next part of the game. There's a drop here, but looks like there's already a pair of Lurker in the right location to stop. And this base will get saved, and I think Light is on once again a ticking bomb. We need to make some big moves and big decisions. I think drop right now wouldn't be such a bad idea for Light, because I don't think at this point Larva expect drop. I think he would be thinking right now drop is something completely useless that he's established so many bases. But if Larva can So Light can come through here, drop. He can actually secure the 6 o'clock base for free because it'll be so far for the rest of Lava's bases. But anyways, the double Defiler move is looking very, very strong. There's a nice plague. A second plague will be great. He's going to be going for Dark Swarm. And now those Ultras can come in. The Defiler is looking for... What is it? He's moving back with the Defiler. That's very, very strange. We have a plague line directly to the tank, but he didn't go. He didn't follow suit. He just kind of backed up there. But if you do the supply now, Lava 147 Light, 141 Soul. It looks like Lava might win after all. He's finally reached the tipping point where he started to cover up the entire map. I don't see Nidus Canal. Nidus Canal will be great. But Light has been moving up the tech tree and he's got a sizable amount of tank. He's not making Goliaths though, and he stopped making Vultures, so that's his problem with this push. With Bio, Sciences is looking very, very strong. And Lava is gonna have to sweat his butt out here trying to defend. Drones getting sent towards the other side of the map, not bad. And now we're gonna be having a major battle. Looks like Scourgeon in position. Outlaws coming out. Where are the Defilers? I don't see them, but it looks like the tanks are not spread out correctly. Huge amount of Scourges coming through. Where are the Marines? There they are. 1, 2, 3 Sciences, and only 2 Sciences getting 7. Looks like Light has penetrated. Lava doesn't have enough defense. Where is the Defiler? This is the moment where the Defiler will be very useful now. +3 and +3 from Terran. There's the Defiler. It get evaded right away. Lava has not yet, found economic potential from his top bases, but now I think he's gonna have a nice source of income. His problem might be hatcheries. Though. We need to have more hatcheries so they can actually just pump Zerlings across the map. And they need to hold here. Anyways, there are the Zerlings. The Defiler is gonna try to run back. You need to make more Scourges. Another nice irradiated Defilers has been irradiated all night long today. And looks like this Defiler will cast a second Dark Storm, and now that's gonna get held. That Ultras has melted in the face of tank fire and superior Marine upgrade. I guess Marines upgrade don't really matter. It's gonna be a nice plague here. If Lava can hold here, he will have just enough time for his brand new bases at the top side to come online. He has built 2 extractor, so he will have additional gases to work with it. These hatcheries are still buying a lot of time. Ultras will go to this base. This base doesn't have any Sunkers, but there are going to be some hatchery which can actually mob some stuff. Ultras is going to be paying attention to that, those vultures. And keep in mind that Light is still on just 4 bases. He has lifted the command center. He has floated command center to the 6 o'clock position, trying to gain that area here. Light has done phenomenal job with Bio. He has done a phenomenal. What is happening? No scan. No scan, oh my god. Looks like there's going to be an attack towards Lava's top side as well. This game is getting crazier and crazier by the minute. At the beginning, it was just a very normal game, but it kept on getting more insane. And now this inner 3 o'clock position need to get lifted. Looks like Light is not reacting. He's very focused on trying to break the center. A nice Mind Dragon destroyed 1 tank and a couple of Marines. Looks like the tank has gained the high ground now. And but looks like what is the reinforcement? Looks like SVs are not coming out, and very good spread of tank, but Marines are not in the right position to support, and 1 tank has fallen due to splash damage. This next attack from Lava, is it ended? I don't know, because those forces are still out. There's the Defiler. What is going to turn the cast? He's not casting anything. Looks like Lava not patient in that Defiler. Out just coming from the back, and Marines are not supporting. 1 more tank has fallen, and this front door of Blight has been breached. Is this the end of the beginning of the end? I think it is. A nice mine getting... Okay, I think that mine was deactivated by the Ultras. Marines are coming out. These tanks are not supported by any Marines, and I think only 3 tanks remaining. Looks like Lava will win the first game, so it might be the ticket going to Lava. Lava will be joining Effort and Soba. If that is the case, Light is trying very hard to attack, but without the support of tank, he has GG. If you enjoyed this cast, feel free to buy me the link. Buy me a link. Buy me a coffee. The link to that is going to be in the video description. Bye bye.